right, what's up, everybody? Back in the car. Of course, it's raining today, so you might hear a lot of noise in the background. Um, was just on the phone. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. It's been a very interesting weekend. And I was on the phone having a conversation with my play mom, and we were talking about the younger generation, I guess Gen Z or millennials, and she was saying that she hopes that the younger generation is going to be able to sustain the different movements and protests that were taking place yesterday, and since Trump, went into office. And I said I couldn't answer if the younger generation would be able to sustain. I said, but I know that the younger generation is very smart about their purchasing power. All right. And she asked me, what did I mean by that? And I said, you have these companies that have been dying for the last 10 or 15 years. They're dying off, and they all have to adapt. And she said, well, why? Why did they have to adapt? And I said, Sears is disappearing. The Limited is gone. Macy's is closing stores. You have these gigantic corporations, and all of this is taking place at the same time that Starbucks is on the rise. And she said, well, what does that mean? And I said, Starbucks stands for different issues. Every time that there's been something major that goes on in society, Starbucks takes the time to actually participate in the promotion of certain issues. Because Starbucks takes a position and a stand on certain things, income, increase in minimum wage, the millennials, the new generation, support Starbucks. 100%. And she said, I still don't get what you're saying. And I said this: what we have to do is believe in the younger generation that if this president does not care about the people, this new generation, these people will not care about this administration, and it's going to create issues. And one of those issues is going to occur in retail and business. If these businesses act like old white men that control everything, and they don't have a position that speaks towards what young people are going through, these businesses are going to start failing. All right? They're going to start failing, and they're not going to make it. And I said, if there's any indication that young people are going to fight and stand for something, you can look at it through the lens of what's happening in business. Businesses that are not catering to young people, that are not sitting down and saying, hey, we understand that you believe in this, so do we. If businesses no longer have a position, then they are not going to be supported. And I think that's going to carry over into every aspect of, basically, of life. So we're in an interesting time. We have a lot that's going on, and I think we can believe in young people. I think young people know what's happening, and I think they're a lot smarter than we give them credit for, and I think they're capable of sustaining movements. But that's it. I don't have a whole lot to talk about in this one. That's it. Probably have another car chronicle because there's a lot on my mind right now, so it may be about 3 or 4 today. Who knows? Believe in young people.